Oregon coast. So we decided to nip away for the weekend and do a little crabbing. And of course, while I'm here, I'm hitting some thrift stores I don't get to go to that often. So I can't wait to see what I find today. So you guys know I love little frames. So this bin had a few. I gave the silvery pewter ones to my mom. I may get this little copper one. It's 50 cents. And then I found this one in there. That dog in the little rose teacup is hysterical to me. It is $2. Wonder if anyone out there has this dog. The head shape looks a little like an alien, but it's also really cute to me. So these Christmas glasses are adorable, and they are not dishwasher ruined, which is a miracle. They're $2 a piece. I really like the small short ones. Is this not the cutest little Christmas mug? It is absolutely coming home 1967. So I sadly realized his nose has been broken and repaired, so I won't be bringing him home. So the first stop was small, and I've never really found anything in there. My mom got a little picture frame and a toy for my son. So hopefully we have better luck at the next stop. So this next stop, I didn't even know it existed. So I'm really excited to get in there. So mom spotted this original painting for $15, possibly for my brother and sister-in-law, because they're getting into gallery walls. And I just spotted one of those thingies. Yeah, Sailor Valentine. That's so colorful.
Yeah.
That's 21. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get, or 27. I may have to get that. A cute little bamboo stand for 12. So you guys know I'm definitely gonna get that little guy. So I really like this big brass medallion. So 18 or weather vane. I don't actually know what to call it, but I may have to get that. Yeah. It's a pretty bamboo mirror, and I also kind of like this bird art. It's very interestingly done. And this sconce is really cool. There's so much to see in this place. Another thing I was considering, because my husband loves taxidermy bugs, is this piece. It's really old and it's $45. Which is, I think, a really fair price for it. Look at this owl my mom just found. It is insanely cute. It is solid wood. It's $32. I have never seen anything like that. Another piece mom found. Let me just tell you, the woman is moving fast through this store, really fast. $14 for that really pretty box. Here's some really great bauble sets for $5. So I think I'm gonna pick up these two because I've already sold all mine. Lots of cute figurines on this display shelf, especially this one. So I think it's a letter holder, but it's a kitty cat with a little mouse and it's wooden, and then this brass coil. It's $9. Look at that little face. Those whiskers are so funny. I love this box. I'm not usually into zebras, but these painted zebras are really cool. This is an adorable little cat picture for $5. It's a very angry cat, but I think I'm gonna have to get him. This hand is not the style that I collect, but I always do like the porcelain ones too, especially this one being a gloved hand. It's really pretty and feminine. Also just pulled this cloisonne bowl off the shelf. It has no price, so I gotta ask the owner, but it's really pretty. The clothes here are so good and so fun. The dresses, and there's a whole like nightie section. I'm gonna go through the sweaters because that is really popular right now. Look at how cute this dress is. Oh my goodness, clothes were so fun. Oh, they were so fun. So I just pulled this sweater off the rack. It's really, really soft. I love all of the gold details. It's definitely a vintage piece. And I think it was 10? Yeah, 10. So I may get this for me because it's like giving me holiday vibes. So look at this jacket. It is incredible. Look at the sleeves. This is all metal detailing. Oh my goodness, I wish I could go somewhere and wear this. It's so neat. So I found this Nanette Lepore like silk little jacket with the fringe. It's $15 It's really pretty and it fits really well. I just tried it on, so I think I'm gonna get it.
So that last stop was amazing. Like, I got so many things, very unique things that I'm very excited about. So now we're gonna hit up Goodwill. The weather just turned. It is so rainy.
So this is really pretty, but I don't know what it is. It's $2.99. I don't think it's an ashtray because you wouldn't put burning embers in wood. Yeah, I don't know what this is or if it's missing a top or not. I had no idea what this was until I opened it up and realized it is a frame. Too bad it's missing that part right there because I actually kind of like it. So these are alabaster bookends. They're priced differently, which is always so fun. But they actually have the original sticker on the bottom that says hand carved in Italy, upside down. So yeah, I think I may get them. I know that they have some roughness about them, but I feel like if you want a piece like this, you kind of like that old world look. So assuming they're not busted, I'm gonna bring them home. Okay, you guys, I can't believe it. I had to go get a basket. I just found this in the Christmas aisle. It is $4.99. It's a really cute cross stitch. Love the message on it. So this is adorable. It is a little wooden carved house with a faux tree. I can't take it. It's so cute. It is $2.99. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to bring this home. Man, did I want this style of candle when I was growing up, when I was like a teenager. I loved these candles. It is $2.99 and technically I can afford to buy them, but now I don't love them like I used to, which is such a bummer. I was really excited about this tray, but it looks like it has a lot of that, not damage per se, but weathering, I guess is what you could call it. So I probably won't get it, but the size is really good. This is not handmade, but it is definitely a vintage World's Best teacher mug, which I'm tempted to get because it reminds me of something I would have given my teacher when I was little. So I'm tempted to pick it up. So Christmas is still very much in full swing. They're bringing out stuff every second. So Mom found this little doodle. He is $12.99, and I guess you'd put a votive in there. Well, no, because it needs to breathe. So maybe a light, or maybe that's just how he is. He just sits like that. It's really cute. He doesn't seem like he has any broken bits, but I'm gonna check him over. And next to it are these 3 little canisters, and looks like milk glass, and it says Belgium underneath of that tag. So I'm gonna look them up and see what they're about. I've never seen these before. So those apothecary jars from Belgium are not really worth that much, but I kind of like them anyways. I just never seen them, especially since I just went to Belgium. But my mom just found this watermelon that is made out of stone, which is very cute too, and I'm now determined to find all of its friends. Okay, so this lamp is awesome. It is definitely vintage. Look at that cord and the shape. It is $50. Man, I'll look it up to see how much it's worth, but it is very, very sculptural and only would fit a certain type of aesthetic, but I can't help but just absolutely love its shape. So the comps on that lamp are pretty good, but I have a strict no lamp policy going forward, which I know I'm probably gonna break, but I hate lamps. I hate storing lamps. I hate selling lamps. I hate everything about lamps. I know that sounds silly, but I feel like every reseller has their absolutely not category. I feel like lamps are mine because every time I pick one up, I'm immediately regretting it. So comps on that could be worth as much as $300, but it's already starting out at $50, which seems kind of a high price point to begin with. A cute little wooden shoe and some wooden fruit, and I really like this wooden goblet. Not sure what you'd possibly do with it. Maybe put nuts in it because I don't think you're gonna drink out of it. But it doesn't have a mate. So $2.99, no mate, so I'm gonna pass. So this is $6.99 for a bag of camel ornaments. And my friend Taylor likes camels, so I may have to get this. So we're walking into the last stop, which is a Habitat Restore. I actually got some brass deer here once, but usually I don't have great luck. But maybe today we will. So these giant wooden things are actually candle holders. Is that not crazy? Look at that. The proportions are so off, having a candle that's so small compared to this giant base. They are, I think, handmade. Yeah, handmade. locally for $3.99. These are some nice goblets. Goodwill had them for $2.99, and the Habitat ones 99 cents for them. I like the kind of smoky brown. So I think these are actually authentic shoes, like antique shoes. They're $40 for the pair, but that is amazing. Normally I'm not drawn to these types of things, but this set is really nice. It's super solid and the wood is really soft. I don't need these, and I feel like my friend Laura, who does her tiki party, she probably doesn't need them too, but it's $7.99 for the set, which seems really good. So this Habitat actually has a lot of art right now. I kind of was like interested in this, but I showed it to my mom. She's like, absolutely not, pass. I don't know if it's that hideous, but we are in a place where there's a lot of interesting hobby art. There's some textured art. I'm gonna go through everything, you know, just to be safe that there's not some sort of gem in there. But yeah, a lot of very interesting pieces that you're like, oh yeah, I'm not surprised you're here. So Mom just found this, and it's definitely crooked and coming out of its frame, but I feel like for $2.99 I could probably reframe it. The message is really fun. And look at those bloodshot eyes on the cat. That is hysterical. So here's an interesting nude. My mom surprisingly likes this much better than this. So it's $4.99. Nudes, people love a nude, and this one is interesting. Oh my God in heaven, you guys. A piece of art worth buying. It is so good. My mom's gonna be so jealous. Holy cow. Look at this. $2.99. This is coming home. So I showed it to my mom and she's like, oh. So yeah, she's jealous, but she got something at the last place that's awesome that I would have gotten. So I don't know if you just saw that woman run behind me. That's her trying to beat me to the good stuff like always. This little sewing basket is so cute. It's heart-shaped bamboo. Has an organizer inside. Look at the little strawberries. I'm not gonna get it because I don't need it, but it's definitely touching my heart. So I need some more books for styling in my booth space because they actually do sell. So one of my booths at Tiny Brambles, the owner will sell one of my display books if someone wants it. And so I've actually had a few sell over the last couple months. So I need more books to style with, so I'm gonna get a few today here because they're only 50 cents each. Anyone else watch the Martha Stewart documentary on Netflix? Oh my goodness, that was fascinating. Definitely worth a watch. So this brass tree trivet is so cute, so I'm gonna get that. And then do you guys remember my last video where I was talking about these Christmas trees, the crystal ones? Well, this is only $2.99, so I may get this one. The last ones, remember, they're like $14.99 a piece, which is crazy. Okay, you guys, we are back from the coast in my studio space. I have a great haul of stuff to show you. Now, when I go to this area of the Oregon coast, the picking usually is just average because there's not many stores, but a really awesome vintage store opened within the last year, and I found some great pieces. I probably could have spent the entire day in her shop just combing the shelves because everything was so good and unique. So I can't wait to show you all the finds I got from there. And then we hit up some thrift stores, got some really great pieces there too. So it was all in all a really good sourcing trip. So there's a few items, of course, I'm gonna keep for myself, like always. And then anything else that will be available for you guys will be linked down below in the description box. Okay, so let's jump right into the haul. So one of the first things that caught my eye was this bamboo stand. You guys know these are a bestseller for me. Anytime I can find them under $20, that's a huge moment to celebrate because they sell for well over $100. And this one being so narrow and skinny, it's gonna be light and easy to ship, which I'm very excited about. So this will be available on Etsy. So my husband loves anything bugs and mushrooms. And so if I can find anything vintage that speaks to those interests, I usually pick them up. And this moth was a huge score. So this is an actual taxidermy moth. It is an Atlas silk moth and it's in amazing condition and the framing is so good, like phenomenal. It was $45, which is great because taxidermy bugs can be wildly expensive. We went to this like exhibition recently and there's a person there that had, God, over 100 specimens, and he said some of his like bugs there were worth thousands of dollars each, which blew my mind. So anytime you can find taxidermy butterflies or moths or bugs that are in really good condition, especially if they're vintage, definitely pick them up because there are collectors out there and you may have something very rare and remarkable. So this is not rare, but it's in really good shape. This, if I were to buy it now, could be over $100 and I got it for $45. So he was so excited when I showed him this because he's like, this is the most amazing specimen. So yeah, it was definitely a win when I can find something that I love and he loves too. So you guys know I like anything brass, and this brass compass I thought was phenomenal. It's in amazing shape. I don't even have to shine it up because there is no patina on this. And being at the coast, of course, this spoke to me because anything nautical, I'm just like, oh yeah, that has to come home with me. I love a nautical brass object. So this I thought was really great. It hangs on the wall. You can tell there's a hole right there. And it's just in really good shape. It's very heavy. This is gonna be available on Etsy. I just know there's someone out there that probably is going to want something like this for their home or their beach house. Now I got a couple of clothing pieces for me actually, which I don't always show you guys the clothes that I pick up, but she had really great vintage and some like newer-ish clothes. So this definitely feels vintage, but it's Nanette Lepore, which is a brand that is selling right now. So this is not, you know, like a vintage piece, but definitely has vintage vibes. It has the tassels on the bottom with the embroidery. It's just lovely. It has like one single button enclosure on the front, so it's definitely like a fun, like sexy piece. So I'm gonna wear it with one of those like lacy bralettes and stuff, and you know, with high-waisted pants, so it doesn't look as scandalous as it sounds. But I thought it was absolutely lovely. I love anything with fringe, and so when I can find it, I definitely pick it up. This was my size, which was phenomenal, and it ended up being 15 bucks, which was quite the steal. And the other piece of clothing that I got there is this adorable cropped cardigan, and look at the tag. This is actually vintage. It's in pristine condition. I love the gold paisley pattern on it. It's just so, so cute. And I love that it's cropped because, you know, all of our jeans right now are practically up to our breasts. So we need crop tops. Otherwise the proportions just look ridiculous. So anytime I can find a vintage cropped sweater, I'm definitely picking up, especially if it's in my size. And I just love like the cream colors right now for the season coming up. I'll probably wear this during the holidays. Okay, so back to the decor pieces. Now I can't remember if I showed you guys this on the footage, but I grabbed this off the wall so fast. I have never seen a sailor's Valentine that is so like pastel and brightly colored. Usually it's just white plain shells, and they're beautiful because the patterns and designs are lovely. But this one, having all the different colors and the little florals and even this like shoelace treatment around the edges really like spoke to me. And it was $27, and on the back it says Patty 1969. So if you're not familiar with Sailor Valentines, it was something that was done you know, many years ago when sailors used to go out and then they would make these like elaborate shell Valentines for their loved ones and bring them back, apparently. That's at least what's been told to me. So I've always had an affinity for them because I thought that it was such a lovely thing to do. Like use, you know, a material that you see, you know, on the job and turn it into something beautiful for a loved one. But this one I think was definitely a hobby piece because it was done in the 60s and the colors and stuff were just so unique for this like genre of like craft. So excited about this. Now I'm sorry, this is for me because I think it's gonna look amazing in my gallery wall when I redo it because the colors are perfection. Perfection. You guys know I love a pastel pink. I just do. So yeah, this is for me, but I have never found one like this, so I had to get it. And the last item that I got at that vintage shop, and then we're gonna move on to some thrifted stuff, is this beautiful cloisonne bowl. I fell in love with it immediately because I have never found one with purple grapes before. And the colors are so bright and punchy. It's huge, it's in great shape. I love it. I wanna keep it so bad, but I'm gonna make it available for you guys on Etsy. So this will be in my shop with the link down below, but oh man, if I had a place for this, absolutely would be keeping it. So the thrift stores actually delivered too. So I got this adorable little cross stitch, a holiday cross stitch. Anything holiday embroidery, cross stitch, needlepoint,
has a buyer. And so I'm hoping I'm not too late with this one because I know we're just 2 seconds from the holiday. I'm gonna get this listed in my Etsy shop. This will be available. But I really liked how the background on this was like a deep khaki. I thought that made this piece really unique. So the message is adorable, you know, may Christmas bring warmth to your home. How sweet. So anyways, this will be available on Etsy. I also found these alabaster brown bookends at Goodwill, which I thought this was a huge score because finding a pair of these that aren't completely destroyed. Now there is some damage, you can see, but that really adds to kind of the old world charm of these. So these actually, which is something that doesn't happen often, have the actual sticker on the bottom that says made in Italy and also identifies it as alabaster stone. Usually those types of stickers go missing and you just have to assume that it was, you know, made in Italy, likely. And this kind of design here kind of speaks to a lot of the pieces that were made in Italy during the time period when they were making these. But the pair of them, they were, oh, I forgot. I already removed the stickers because I photographed them. So I think they were $5 each, so $10 for the pair, which was great. So when I styled these up with some books, like old books, I was like, these look so good. So hopefully someone is really interested in these and wants to buy them. They'll be listed down below because they're available on Etsy. But yeah, I thought these were phenomenal. So I actually found a few holiday pieces. So, you know, we talked about this, and then I also got this brass Christmas tree trivet. I thought this was a great find. And then I also picked up one of those crystal Christmas trees and a bunch of boxes of Christmas ornaments. Those I actually took to my booth space already before I even filmed the haul because, you know, Christmas is upon us. People are buying it right now. And so I wanted to get it into the shop immediately. So that's why you're not seeing it here. But I did pick those things up. But this will do better on Etsy. And so that's why I saved this for the haul. So this will be available and linked down below. So this next piece I picked up, I just thought it was really funny. It was $3, so super cheap. I may try to reframe it because whoever put it in this frame, I mean, everything is cut off. And I'm pretty sure this cat has more leg and tail. And so I think a better frame would make this really sing. Not that I need a project, you guys know that. But I just thought it was really well done and I thought the messaging was funny and those bloodshot eyes just, you know, killed me. So for $3, I thought it was worth picking up because, you know, everyone likes cats, everyone likes coffee. So I feel like cat drinking coffee probably would have a buyer. So anyways, this will be available probably in my booth, I want to say. But unless one of you guys want it, just let me know. But I'll probably bring this to my booth space. The last thing I have to show you is this amazing piece of art. And I'm still at a loss for words, frankly. I can't believe I found this at a Habitat Restore. It was like the thrift gods descended and presented this to me for $3. So it's just wonderfully done. The subject matter is perfect. It is old world, looks exactly like places I visited in Italy. It has nuns in it. Would you guys know me in anything religious, especially nuns, because I grew up with my grandma talking a lot about the nuns in her Catholic school. My mom went to Catholic school for some of her life, so I've heard a lot of nun stories. And so I always look for nun stuff that's kind of fun and interesting. And this, I mean, look at that outfit. It's crazy. So anyways, really excited about this piece. I don't know if I can sell it because it just is so very good. So good, and for $3. So TBD on whether or not I'm willing to let this go because I feel like if I say I'm not gonna keep it, then my mom will probably want it. She was seething with jealousy over this because she loved it too. But I got to it first, so it is for me, at least for right now. Okay, so that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming with me to the Oregon coast and doing a little thrifting and vintage shopping. If you happen to find yourself in the area, the Tillamook area, and you wanna do some shopping while you're there, definitely check out that vintage shop that I mentioned because it was absolutely phenomenal. If you're looking for more thrifting and decorating content between my haul videos here on YouTube, make sure you check me out on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.